Hello and welcome back on day 2 of the Global Blockchain Congress. I'm Adel. I'm the host with Traders Brawl and Web3 TV. This is day 2, and I'm with a special guest, Paul from Headstarter. How are you doing, Paul?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Thanks for being on the show. I'm very well, thank you as well. Tell us about what why you're here, and what you aim to achieve at this event.
Well, I'm here for a couple of reasons. I am predominantly here to support Headstarter, the founder, Tudor, who was presenting yesterday on a secondary project he's got called Thomas, which actually is a due diligence layer, which is quite well needed in the space. And it kind of supports and leads into his main project, which is Headstarter, which is the only launchpad on Hadera. So I'm here to provide support for Tudor, also to network and try to get potential investors with some FaceTime with Tudor, and also for some of the projects that are looking to launch on Hadera, similar the thing. Try to get the investors to speak to these projects to see if there's any interest. So that's one of the reasons. Secondly, I'm just very interested in the space. I was saying to you before, my day job is in the traditional finance world. I work for an investment advisory business. We're down in the DIFC, a fully licensed advisory firm. We raise capital for companies, so there's a lot of crossover between this world and the new world.
Brilliant, very nice. It's really, like I said as well, it's always good to have that knowledge from, that base knowledge from the TradFi space. But also, you mentioned Hadera, and maybe for the audience who are watching, maybe you could explain what Hadera actually is and how it compares to the other known blockchain networks like Polygon, Ethereum, Avalanche, things like that.
I'll do my best.
Go for it.
The major difference is that Hadera is not a blockchain in the grand scheme of things. It's obviously in the crypto space, but it's not a blockchain. It's actually a hash graph.
Hash graph?
Hash graph, my British accent. Hash graph. The best way to describe it is, and the way I've learnt it over the last few weeks, is that it doesn't append to the block. It's more of a mesh. I won't go too much into it because I'm still coming up the learning curve myself, but it is a different type of blockchain, whilst not being a blockchain. So yeah, it's a hash graph.
Brilliant.
It's a different mechanism.
Some homework for myself then.
No,
that's great. Hadera Network, something I want to research more about. Headstarter sounds like a great, fantastic name. Is it a crowdfunding platform? Correct me if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, you could say it is a crowdfunding platform. It's like any launchpad in the space. Incubates projects, takes them on the journey. Does all the due diligence, advises, accelerates them through to launch, and then the main thing which everybody is interested in is the investors and trying to get the capital in.
So brilliant.
Successful. Yeah.
Brilliant. I think that coming from a TradFi perspective as well, like you raise capital as well, coming into that crossover to the blockchain world, you bring crowdfunding skills into the picture, except for blockchain. Is that right?
Correct, yes. In the traditional finance world, we still have a lot of platforms, crowdfunding platforms, which are fully automated. You don't necessarily speak to a human. You go on, you look at the pitch decks, you make a decision, you can invest through the platform. The company that I work for, called Sentinel Capital, we have a hybrid approach to that, where we have a platform, but we also have a human in the loop, which is, can explain much deeper about what the company is doing, why they're raising money, what they're going to use the money for. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to wrap up, but to finish off, from your experience as a capital raiser, what would you say is the single most biggest challenge of capital raising?
Finding investors.
And why is that? Why is it so hard to find investors?
I don't think there's one reason. I think it's timing as well. At the moment, I think there's a lot of fear in the market because of what's happening in the world, geopolitically, of course. that's right now. I guess it also depends. You know, there's been a lot of the same theme actually in the last couple of days here with speaking about the UAE and Dubai. You can't just turn up and expect to receive funding. You know, there's relationship building, and you know, people want to understand a story and be taken on a journey before they part with that cash. So yeah.
Very well. Thank you so much for this insightful interview, Paul. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your second day here and your general stay in Dubai.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adel with Traders Brawl and Web3 TV, day 2 of the Global Blockchain Congress. Keep watching this space, follow our channels, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.